That mustache, you already look like you're getting a little uncomfortable.
I'm a little bit tingly. Yours is about a centimeter off from being.
I know. I already noticed. I knew you were gonna say that.
Your lip is too
Your
big.
lip looks stuck, like you got injected with.
What do you think you look like?
Way different than
What do you think?
I look good with the mustache.
You look full.
You would never be able to pull this off.
I can pull off full goatee.
You look like you're about to spin a pizza.
What do you think you look like, dude?
I look like the man.
You look like a goof.
No.
Your lip's too big for that mustache. At least.
Well, if I grew a real one, my lip would be perfectly right. I wouldn't cut my mustache like this.
Whatever.
All right. Got to keep on watching, and that we do, folks. And our watching of this season of Ted Lasso
is over.
You
know what? I got pretty sad this episode.
I got a little bit sad too.
I cried twice.
You cried?
Yeah.
No full
You never
blown.
cried?
No tears for me.
Oh, when Nate and Ted pulled up.
That was a good one. That was the hardest the closest I got.
I was kind of sad, like, every time it was, like, Ted saying goodbye to his folks. I love a good farewell, and I love a good reunion.
I thought some of it wasn't sad enough.
The most. Oh, well, Nate and Ted's farewell, I think, could have been sadder.
I think they all could have been sadder.
Nate should have been like, dude, well, Jason Sudeikis was giving us, like, a quarter of a performance this episode.
Probably whole season.
When it was, like, when he was talking to Rebecca.
Yeah.
And she was like...
Maybe that's what it is. Ted's been checked... Jason Sudeikis might have been checked out the whole season.
Honestly, bro, at the end of this episode, I was like, I'd be fine with them just doing, like...
No Ted?
Roy, whatever his last name. Roy Kent.
Yeah.
Season 1. And just kicking Ted off.
Yeah.
Because he was a dud this episode.
I think that might be why it could have been sadder. There was times where I was like, why didn't they do this? Like, why wasn't, like, the goodbye with the team more sentimental?
I don't know.
They sang in that song, and I was like, that was nice and all, but...
It was lame.
When he said they didn't even show him saying goodbye, you know, like he didn't say really goodbye at the end, and he also didn't tell them that they were leaving. You just hopped into the episode.
Oh, I thought one of the biggest qualms I had with this episode is that they didn't they should have chanted "wanker" to Ted Lasso
in a good way. Yeah, there were some areas where I was like, why didn't they do this? Why didn't they do this? I actually thought this was a good episode.
Did you not see how they did everything from season 1, episode 1 perfectly in this episode?
Season 1, episode 1.
Or from season 1 to this episode, they did a bunch of stuff.
Oh, the Ussy, the wanker.
They did the Ussy. That was the same kid.
Guy. Yeah, I knew that.
And then they're passing around the money, and it's the same little box that Jamie puts his bubble gum in.
Yeah.
And then this time he puts extra money into the bubble gum box,
which was super nice.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I mean, Jamie
even with the shh.
If anybody could change, they could have talked to Roy better. Ted could have been like, dude, you haven't changed. You've done this, this, and this. You become incredible.
Yeah. So I don't think we're gonna do full blown predictions, or at least I didn't write any because I didn't
write any predictions.
Yeah,
it's over.
Do you think? That's my main prediction I want to think.
I don't think it's over.
I don't think it's over.
But Richmond soccer team
too many
for women,
open ends. Yeah, exactly. And if they go that route,
it's going to be tough.
This show is going to be very bad. I mean, could you imagine?
I've never met a funny woman in my whole entire life. And now you want a full soccer team full of them?
And they're supposed to be the funny characters?
Yeah.
That better be a subplot of
Coach
the main
Beard,
thing. What if they
Roy
made the
Kent,
whole
Coach
thing?
Beard, Trent Krim, who was kind of a dud, but they could all still be in it. They'd just be like, oh, we're coaching the guys' team and the girls' team.
Oh, I'm saying if the girls' team becomes the main plot, it's going to be awful.
Oh, that's going
to be... Now, if it was a subplot, I mean, it's going to be like Ghostbusters with the girls.
Someone said something about, Roy's niece, getting into soccer and then getting,
That would be a bad show. The girl's 10.
And she would have to, age, 10 years for it to make sense.
And she's only funny because of Roy. She's funny because of Roy.
Yeah, cause the only funny thing she did was, That's a penny in the pickle jar.
Yeah. Oh, here we and so it'd be.
I wasn't built for mustache.
All right, just take it off.
It's too high up on my nose. I don't know how you're not breathing in nose hairs this whole time or mustache.
Mouth
hairs.
breathe. All mustache guys are mouth breathers.
Oh, that sounds like hell on earth. I already mouth breathe, and the second I put a mustache on, I start breathing through my nose for some reason. This is the level I need it.
Yeah. Well,
Does it look ridiculous?
well, you got the left side dipping down your mouth now. It's okay. Just if you're going to get distracted by the mustache, you might have to take it off. Just looking at you playing with your mustache makes me itch.
Your mustache looks ridiculous.
There's no way that they itch this bad, do
As
they?
in real life,
No one would have
I
one.
Tell you.
Imagine
I got peach fuzz, and
would
it never
you?
itches this bad.
If it looked cool, imagine this made you look cool. You dip,
I wouldn't be able to do it.
No, not mustaches. This is just an example. Imagine every morning to look cool, you dipped your foot inside an ant bed.
Yeah.
Would you do it?
No.
Everyone thought you looked like the coolest guy alive, but all it took was dipping your foot into an ant bed. That's how much this is.
Mustaches suck.
Yeah.
This isn't the same though, because I feel like every sticky adhesive.
Oh yeah,
on
I mean
my lip.
it definitely stretches your face to be like. Ugh.
Now I don't feel it on my nose, but like I used to feel it on my nose. But
you look good in a mustache. Honestly, you should probably grow one.
really,
Yeah. I mean,
thanks. I'll work on it.
Yeah.
Maybe 5 years from now, I might be able to get a good one.
So, you want to give you? Let me give my
I look good in a
summary.
mustache.
Yeah, great.
Thanks.
I mean, I think you would look better if it was a little bit more well
I
manicured
think
and
I
real.
always said that I could do the Johnny Depp
You would look good.
goatee, just
braided.
like, not like full goatee, but like not braided.
You're gonna braid it. Oh, you're not
Just
talking about Jack
mustache
Sparrow.
goat, and then like this little patch in the middle. I think I'd look beast in that.
Wow, you kind of look like a pirate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's the one you would look best in.
Really?
I don't know. I'll have to think about it. You would look funny in one of those beards without the mustache bullshits.
What's that?
Just the beard, no
Oh, I
mustache.
thought that was a quote for something.
It was from Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
He's got one of those beards without the mustache bullshit.
Yeah, what was like
The walrus.
in like in
the Eric Lloyd.
when they go Avengers
Yeah.
and they go back in time and they see Tony Stark's dad like in the like Infinity War
Yeah.
and they say he looked like some freaking hippie, he had a full beard, or like I don't know what he said, but they're like he had all the scruff.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they said either, but yeah. We got a guy dressed up like this and a hippie walking around.
What do you think the next? You think we've like expunged all of the different like type of facial hairs we can do, and we're gonna go backwards now, or like there will be some like crazy trend that nobody's done with facial hair that like stripes in their beard? That'd be insane.
I don't know, but at some point it was the hot ticket to have facial hair. You know, I mean, everyone just grew whatever you had back in the old days. Then it got cool to be clean cut. Maybe we'll go back to being the belle of the ball.
That'd be sick. I'm not even clean cut. You just can't see my facial hair until you see me in the right light.
But now, it seems like back in the day they had more. Everyone dressed the same. Guys would all have comb over, clean cut, crisp hair. Now I can't tell you what the style is right now. I do know like the kids these days got the
perms,
the
curly dudes,
the long in the front. They'll grow it out super long, like to their chin, and then it's
Flick
crazy. You're gonna look back on that one day and be like, oh my god, what were we doing?
Which is funny because like J.K. Curly, our buddy, he's pretty much got like
a natural perm.
Yeah,
he's got the best hair.
He's got the belle of the ball, but then you're like, this like generation might have been tough for him because they're like, look at this.
Would you rather have J-Kid?
Look at this pussy with the perm.
Yeah, that's
Can
right.
you imagine?
They're gonna look back and be like, "Damn, J-Kid, you had a perm since you were a little kid." J-Kid had to like cover his drain because his hair would just fall out in droves.
Did he tell you that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nuts.
J-Kid's hair, great guy, J-Kid. Shout out J-Kid.
Yeah.
I could see him listening.
He's told me some like funny clips. He's never listened to the full pod.
Yeah, true. He's a busy man.
Yeah.
But anyways, drones. Would you rather have natural hair like J-Kid's or the perf beard?
J-Kid's hair.
I think I might go perf beard. I don't know. I think you would look better with a beard than J-Kid's hair.
That's true. I mean, I got really good hair already. If I was like balding, I would say J-Kid's. If I had a beard, I don't know if I'd look good with it, but I would figure out a way to look good.
No. Everyone that can grow a beard,
5 o'clock shadow.
Everyone that can grow a beard,
options.
they go up like 3 points on the scale of to 10.
I'm gonna do like what people do. Ugh.
Yeah, just do it. Thank God. You lasted long enough.
Nobody even knows what's happening.
They certainly don't.
There's fake mustaches on our lips. Not me anymore.
Yeah, we're trying to look like Ted Lasso.
It was stupid.
We had a bit going.
Okay, it was
Zach
dumb.
just cannot handle the fake mustache.
I can't do it.
But I think you would look better with a beard. And guys that can grow a beard, if they have no beard or a beard, they go up like 3 points.
They have so many options.
It's like you went from
well, there's some dudes.
If you are a 4, you can make yourself a 7
for sure. But there's some dudes that like need a beard, and there's some dudes that don't. There's some dudes that like don't have a jaw.
The guys without chins, they better be able to grow a beard, or else like no chins, dude. Some of them are just like straight neck.
Yeah,
neck chin,
straight from chin to neck. Yeah,
and then nothing. That's heinous.
Would you rather
not? Would you rather not have a chin or not have a butt? You know the guys that are like inverted ass.
Not have a butt.
True. I mean, you get over that.
Yeah,
the chin.
I tie my belt a little bit.
The chin is tough.
I mean, that's your face, dude.
Yeah, but like guys who don't have a butt so bad that their pants are just sagging past it.
Yeah, but I think God gives you. I don't know what He does for your butt, but He gives guys with no chin a beard.
That's
so
true.
Even God
no chin guy. Oh, but now you're saying that. Oh, you think
God's like, you know what? Having no chin is so bad. I'm sorry I did that to you.
Here goes a beard.
Yeah, here's a really sweet beard.
No butt.
With the no butt, He's like,
here's a couple extra inches. I made it up to you.
Hey,
fair is fair. Okay?
Sorry, pal. Honor of God goes through like, oh man, I made this guy super small.
Yeah, like, oh gosh, this guy's not gonna make it in the locker room.
This guy's got a tiny ween. I better make him good at finances.
You better be rich. He probably does a little bit of give and take.
Yeah. I'm gonna make this guy really smart, really cool, and really awesome.
And then I'll make his little brother a total dweeb. I was assuming you were talking about me, correct?
I don't think you're really smart, really cool, or really awesome.
I check. I check all the boxes.
You check the first one, maybe.
Okay, you want? I'll read my plot summary.
Sure. Oh yeah, we're still on that.
Yeah. Everyone knows Ted is heading home, and Richmond prepares to play their last game. The team gives Ted a fond and fitting farewell. They win their final game, but ultimately it is not enough to win the whole damn thing. Rupert is a shell of a man, and Rebecca is devastated at Ted's departure. She meets Ted at the airport for one final goodbye. Roy becomes the new manager of Richmond, and Ted is finally happy managing Henry's team.
Ugh. I didn't like how Ted ended.
Yeah.
I was really mad. I'm pretty sure they subtly went to the point that he got back together with his wife.
No. She was just watching the game because it was her son's game.
Her freaking boyfriend at the time, the therapist, was the biggest tool bag of all time.
Hey, man,
the whole entire time.
been saying since the beginning that I thought they were going to get back together, and I don't think they did.
I don't know.
They didn't allude to that strongly enough. Oh, but speaking of, I bet at the beginning of this episode you were just
I thought
thrilled.
They banged.
Oh, you were
banged.
thrilled. I knew it because I said, "Holy cow, Zach was right."
Yeah,
I was like, "Oh God, Zach's gonna be thrilled." All right,
I didn't have that in this season. I had that in the last episode's prediction, so I have this for that prediction.
Oh, I mean, I still count it as your own.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I would still count it. You
good enough.
You can't just predict and just it didn't happen that episode.
All right, this is more of a broad Ted Lasso review for the whole entire season.
Yeah.
Ted Lasso did a great job of making soccer seem cool. At its core, Ted Lasso is a fun-loving television series appropriate for most ages. While there were some ups and downs to the series, it still leaves you wanting to know what is going on in each individual character's life. This, along with its harmless humor, makes it a must-watch for most audiences. I say most because they bang and say
yeah. I definitely, I mean, most audience. It's not a kids' show.
No, it's Apple TV. Mm-hmm. Hulu is more kids' show. HBO Max, 18 plus. Apple TV, 15 to 16.
Plus.
plus.
You got to be 15 or 16, or else turn it off.
You can't watch it.
That's
like with Legos.
Oh, what? They cut you off?
It's like 4 or more, and I'm like,
don't you still have that Lego wall you're working on?
List. I have a Lego wall. We put that up.
That could be the thing.
Then we got to buy freaking Legos. That's the only reason I.
How much do Legos cost?
A lot.
An arm
and I want them to be
an arm and a Lego. There goes mine.
There goes. He tried his best. Okay. I don't know. I even mentioned He was the one that wanted to wear mustaches today. People, let it know.
Ted Lasso wears a mustache the entire show.
He doesn't wear one.
You don't wear a mustache?
Oh, think of like Henry Cavill. Like, because he was like Superman.
When did they edit it out? They edited it out.
Oh, Superman. So he had real mustache, but they edited it out. Mustache?
Yeah. No, he did not edit a mustache in. That would be hilarious. Yeah. Hey, John, you got the role, but
you gotta grow
out your facial hair.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, sure thing. I would like imagine all the doctor's appointments you would make and stuff. Like, yeah, man, don't worry, you got the role. All we need is you basically just show up for the audition and make sure you got a mustache. That's it.
I would show up with just a pubic mustache.
This is the best I got.
Yeah, all blonde hair.
If you had like gotten a role, you would have to go get. Do you think
it's like when they're like, "Oh, you say on your resume that you
butt hair
horseback ride." Yeah, I have horseback
said you could grow a mustache.
That's on your resume.
What are some of your jobs? I grow one of the best mustaches.
Yeah, that'd be so bold.
But Henry Cavill was in something where he had a mustache.
He was in like Mission Impossible or something.
Something like that. I feel like it was called The Man from,
Martian.
Man from Martian. Yeah. And in Superman they had it edited out. Apparently there was funny scenes where you could be like, that guy's lip looks weird.
Oh yeah.
Why has he got a big lip?
I mean, DC is pretty much like
giving up.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We're worth $1 billion. We don't care if you like our movie or not.
You can't get a guy to shave his mustache if you're DC. Certainly he made more money for Superman than he did for...
It was like his third movie.
We can't even name the other movie. It'd be like, no, you edit the mustache on in your movie.
True.
Or get the guy to... Because you know who can't have a mustache? You know who can't? Superman. Superman cannot have a mustache.
It'd be cool.
Maybe Superman should grow a mustache. But no, to be Superman, you can't have a mustache. His character in that other movie, the movie we don't know...
Definitely didn't need a mustache.
They
could have been like, yo, so you're filming Superman in June. This starts filming in May. So you know what? Let's just X-nay the mustache. We don't even have to do the mustache.
How long do you think mustaches...
take to grow?
That's not even what I would ask.
I don't even know.
But yeah. It's funny how many conversations we have about facial hair.
I'm so bitter.
I'm flabbergasted by this stuff.
True. It's like you grow a 5 o'clock shadow how fast?
It's also crazy. By 5 o'clock? That's where it got its name?
What?
You grow that by 5 o'clock? You shave and by 5 o'clock you have that?
Wow.
That's crazy.
I can shave this and not have a mustache till
June.
5 o'clock, 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just crazy that everyone else can do it.
And they just don't even care. They don't understand how cool it is to have a mustache.
It's like, oh, God, I got to shave him.
Oh, I got to shave again.
Oh, double bird.
Screw you.
Yeah.
I wish. I still got to shave like an annoying amount.
Yeah, because if not, then you just look hideous.
Yeah.
It's like you got when Justin Bieber first tried to start growing his mustache.
Yeah, I got like the only worst thing about having no facial hair is having blonde facial hair.
Ooh.
And I have blonde facial hair.
You're lucky you don't have red. You know when blonde guys always have red beards?
I know, but it's like, oh, you just see me in the right light and you're like,
and then red-haired guys often have brown beards.
Yeah. That's a good twist.
That's a conundrum.
That's good for them though.
Yeah, I mean, give me some brown hair, guy.
Yeah. But also like red hair, red beard.
Kind of cool.
Unless you're like dwarf, then you just look like a leprechaun.
Yeah, you can't.
You gotta be a big guy.
I've never seen a ginger dwarf. Maybe God didn't do that to them.
Wasn't there a ginger dwarf in like Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Didn't he?
You mean the leprechaun episode?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen a ginger dwarf.
I don't remember him being ginger or
they
dwarf.
Probably...
Oh, Hornswoggle from WWE?
He has brown hair.
No, that dude was ginger as it gets.
No, he was blonde. Finley was blonde too.
Nah, Hornswoggle.
His first mate.
They might have dyed his hair red, but he was
recently
red-haired.
He was recently on Rough and Rowdy fighting another midget.
So
Which word are you
things
supposed
aren't
to call
going
him?
too well for him.
I don't know.
You're definitely not. You're supposed to say little person.
Neither midget or dwarf is okay?
Oh, so I said dwarf.
You call him dwarf.
And I knew the correct connotation.
Little person?
It's LP.
Well, these LPs are fighting each other. but they have, like, dwarfism, correct? Or is that...
They got some ism.
Yeah. But is that politically incorrect?
Dwarfism?
Yeah.
No.
So you can't call the guys with dwarfism
They can't
dwarfs?
call them little personism.
Yeah, and also there's...
Little personism.
Little person almost sounds worse.
Oh, look at that little person. It just depends. If you point, then it's always bad. Yeah. If you're pointing at them. And some people have fear of dwarfs.
Oh, please.
No, like legitimate.
Dwarfophobia.
I don't know what it's called.
Who's scared of them?
I don't know. I mean, they got... Actually, I wouldn't even say they're half my strength. If I meet a full-grown dwarf,
No, there's some
he'd probably
bodybuilder
beat
ones.
my ass.
Yeah. There's some bodybuilder ones.
Yeah, so like most of the dwarf
Hornswoggle fought.
little people
The
could
LPs.
probably beat my ass. Hornswoggle,
Most of them.
I don't know.
You think it's like that power? Save face.
Throw one up to the trying to throw one up to the little people.
So you think it's kind of like Ant-Man when he shrinks down, he has the power of an ant.
No, he doesn't have the power of an ant.
No, but like the equivalent. So he can.
The equivalent of his strength zeroed in on the ant.
Yeah, I guess Ant-Man doesn't really make much sense.
He's not stronger. So it's his strength as a normal human man, but just like in like this such a fine point that it's like a bullet shot, you know?
Oh yeah, so I mean if you got punched but in a really condensed area.
Yeah. It's like a needle.
So maybe they got that going for them. The LPs.
Yeah, but usually their hands and feet are pretty big.
Are they?
I don't know. This is a terrible conversation.
All right,
We call them little people.
We love our little people.
Love them.
Love them. Do you want to give this a rating?
Yeah, sure. This season?
Or do you want to give the whole synopsis?
Do
first?
this season first.
Let's just talk about the episode. Then do it at the end.
Oh, really?
I mean, we've done it for 11 episodes so far.
That's
Might as well make the people wait. You got
All
last
right,
week's
so
predictions
at
up?
the beginning of this episode, Ted and Rebecca bang.
Do you have last week's predictions up?
Yeah. My last week's predictions were Jamie and Keely end up together. Still may be true.
Maybe.
Roy ends up with the teacher. Nah. Can't confirm that yet.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
Nate comes back. Confirmed. They lose the last game. False. Ted gives Nate his job. False. Ted told Rebecca it was his last season at the end. True.
Nate joins Richmond and ultimately becomes the head coach. Not
False.
true. Joins Richmond, should have become the head coach.
I know. I didn't like Roy Kent.
It doesn't make. I mean, the kid's the wonder kid. You got him on your. He's the best coach. He comes up with all the plays. He even gave the trick play at the end.
It was one he already made. Yeah.
Here, pass me the ball. Ted goes home. Check. Rebecca gets back together with Sam. What the heck happened with them? Like, that story comes and goes. She got back together with the other guy. Keely and Jamie get back together. No. Richmond wins it all under Ted. Also, a no. But why didn't they? I understand, like, the rules that they had to win more by the other team.
Yeah, I don't get that at all.
Why didn't they just let Ted win at the end?
Yeah, like, they had to be like... Yeah, true.
So
I mean,
close.
I don't care about soccer rules. Like, just be
No.
like, oh, you guys came in first place. Congratulations.
Yeah.
The whole entire fan base at Richmond after that game should have chanted Ted's name.
Yeah.
In any type of
They
way.
owed it to him.
And he just, like, left like it wasn't even a big deal. And the whole entire time I'm thinking, why the hell is Beard going with him? Like, I heard it and I was like, Beard's not going with Lasso, right? And then they're on the airplane.
He's just
together.
always been his assistant coach.
It's always
everywhere
ride or
he's gone.
die. And then
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you got like, isn't your like...
That part was good.
Yeah.
I guess what I'm thinking is that this show is going to try and go on. And I don't know if it's going to work or not. And I'm also, because, I mean, that's why Beard stayed.
Yeah.
I mean, because he's gonna stay. I think
We need
Jason Sudeikis just wanted done with the show.
What's wrong with big actors?
And I think that
just eat your pudding.
Yeah,
I don't know
think
if
that
that's his
he
term.
might have ruined. Like, I think after you mentioned it, I hadn't thought about that, but I think he was given a half-ass performance the whole time, and that's why it wasn't as good as before.
I mean, they just didn't give him that many lines this episode.
The
That was
episode
okay.
I liked, but when I think about it, I'm like, why didn't they do like nicer stuff for Ted? His team just like these. I mean, they have a
They were
pretty
like-
good
he was
beliefs.
like-
The belief sign scene was nice.
Like, he didn't say anything to Nate. He was like,
I
Ted,
know.
and he's like, I know. And he's like, no, I need to say it. And he's like, I'm so sorry. And he's like, it's okay.
And
then,
I actually like that scene too, but it could have been better.
it could have been way better.
I mean, because I was
Nate
like,
should have
that's a
been
little
like,
sad.
dude, you turned me from a kit man into a head coach.
Yeah,
That was all because of you.
I know.
Like, all
No
of
one
that
else
shit-
would have given Nate that chance.
No.
Ever. He would have
That
never.
was literally dead set Lasso.
Ted was like, "Come in here, man. You know what you're talking about. Show us." And
Yeah, Ted turned
then he starts
Nate
to
into
hate
a
him.
head coach. I know. What a shock.
My
I mean,
God.
I love...
Nate turned
ended
around.
up-
Nate
Nate
turned
turned
around.
into my favorite character again by the end of this
He was great in
season.
this episode.
I love Nate.
Yes, I think he should have also. Well, I was like, why is it okay?
Why
so,
did they make him a freaking assistant kit man?
Why didn't he?
I would have been mad about that. If I was
think-
Nate, I would have been like, make me an assistant coach, you know.
He is now, I think.
Obviously, yeah.
But
he was
I
in
think
the
it was
gear.
like, I mean, he just. I think he kind of made himself that because he even talked himself down. Guy was like, "This is the assistant kit man." He said, "Assistant to the kit man."
Yeah, like The Office.
The opposite of the office, though. Assistant to seems worse than assistant.
No, they said, no, Michael would say, no, Dwight would say, I'm the assistant regional manager.
And
then
Michael
Michael
would
would say assistant to the regional manager.
Exactly.
So it was vice versa.
And Nate called himself the assistant
Okay.
too. So I think he was being like, I'm starting at the bottom.
Yeah.
I think it was a nice thing by Nate.
He
Now,
wanted to go back to his roots.
at halftime, when Ted gives that speech, I was like, Nate needs to pull out a believe sign right now.
Oh, I thought Nate was going to pull out, like, okay, so I thought they were going to put the sign together.
Uh-huh.
And there was going to be a little bit of a square missing.
So that just wouldn't have made any. That would have been too good.
Why?
Because how would he have? He wouldn't have kept it then. He ripped it
True.
up. But I understand what you're saying.
That would have been fine.
It would have been nice. I think he should have had one at the go. Now I like what they did. Like they all just so. Now, here's my question about it. Did they all keep those and not tell anyone? Like, oh, I'm going to keep a piece of this, or were they like they all
we
got?
should all
We should all keep
of
a
this.
piece of this. It had to be
Yeah,
that.
I think it was like, we should all keep a piece
And
of
so
this.
then, I mean,
Or
that was
like
a good
somebody
scene.
like Isaac, man, I would like walked up because Isaac was still like the captain.
Grabbed a piece, and everyone else just thought like, oh, I want a piece
shit,
of that
like,
too.
Yeah, I want
Now,
to leave.
I thought that scene was beast.
That scene was beast. I teared up to
Yeah,
that scene.
that scene was beast, and that was like, I guess, a fond farewell. I just thought it could have all been better and a little bit sadder.
It certainly could have all been better.
This
and
is not a
certainly-
Michael Scott level farewell, and Michael Scott wasn't even loved by everyone. Everyone hated Michael Scott.
No, they didn't.
No, they loved him, but like they sang, like they got
It's like somebody that
How
gets
about
on your
that
nerves
scene
by the
with-
time they're gone.
Yes, but everybody loved Ted. They love Ted. Michael got on their nerves, but they were like, "Oh, I love Michael,"
Rebecca was begging him to stay
and he should have.
and didn't say a single freaking word.
When she told him like what he could do, I
you
was
could
like,
be the highest paying.
you can move him here, send him to the best school.
Yeah, you know what? Like, screw them. Like, we were born in America. Guess what? I'm making $25 million a year coaching soccer.
Yeah.
I will buy you the nicest house you've ever seen. I saw where he parked.
Why
a
would-
shitty-ass home.
Why would a kid? Yeah.
Why would the kid care?
Why would a kid at 10 years old not be able to move to England?
No, he would.
I mean, oh, America's great because it's the land of opportunity. What opportunity is better than making $25 million a year?
He was probably going to make, like, 25 bands.
Yeah, she was like, I can make you the highest paid coach, and to be honest, that's probably
That's not
underpaid.
even enough
I
for
was like,
how
that
much
was
you did
nice.
to this game.
That was
And
nice.
which is true because he did so much for Richmond, the same that he did for the college teams. And like what I said earlier is like Ted like just builds these teams up. I'm sure there's going to be a
Leaves
huge
it better than he found
downfall,
them.
bro.
Oh.
Leaves it better than they found
Maybe,
them, for
because
sure.
they got a nice, as long as they keep a lot of the same guys,
Dynamic.
they got a great, like, he created a great
Did
dynamic.
Sam at the end of the episode go to the Nigerian team, or was it just like that like Nigerian team that
He didn't
we
go to
saw?
that guy's league. He hates that guy. He must have just made it onto the Nigerian team, which
So
was
he
his,
made it onto the Nigerian
which was
team.
his like dream.
I hope they don't do that as a sequel.
Nah, Sam's not good
I
at
didn't
character.
think I didn't think Sam's that good of a character.
He's
too
okay. He's
political.
okay. Yeah.
And he always has some good speeches and things to say.
He was great because of the other characters. Jamie made
But
him
even
good.
like the
Ted
other
made
like
him good.
Nigerians that we saw are like fake Nigerians because I
Didn't think
know
they were that funny.
They were never that funny.
Didn't think they were
So like
funny.
if they try and put that on me, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
The best thing they could do as a spinoff is like
No spin-offs.
Jamie and Roy or Danny Rojas.
I don't think there's gonna be any spinoffs, but I think they're gonna keep the show going because there was too many holes. Like
Too many holes.
What I mean, too
Oh,
many
like Sam and
open-ended
Rebecca?
stuff.
No,
Not Sam
'cause
and Rebecca. Sam got her guy.
Rebecca found her knight in shining armor.
Shite.
Shite in shining armor.
What was up with the matchbook?
And what's up with the dude? The matchbook? I mean, that was stupid. I think they were just trying to do like a little like green eggs and ham on us, you know?
They stay doing like tricky, like trying to make you think she's pregnant.
Like Rebecca bang Ted.
Like
yeah.
they're like, oh,
like
we don't have enough
what
stories.
We mean? Like, come on, shut up, deal with it.
Shut
And also,
up.
the dude's like, the dude when she meets her shite and shining armor at the end, he's like, "It's you," and I'm like, dude, have you not seen her on every MFN magazine?
Yeah.
For selling half
What's
of a
your name again?
Yeah, for selling $2 billion worth
she
of
made
a
a
freaking.
Billy, sent it to the fans.
She definitely like sent it to the fans.
Sold it to the fans.
Yeah, I
don't
think
know what
she
that
made way
means
less money.
necessarily. You probably like get a vote via email.
I think you'd either make way less money doing that or way more money.
No, I think
doing
you can
that.
make a lot of. I think you can sell it for whatever you want.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think
So,
you
like,
write the
she was
price
probably-
tag. Now you probably get it.
She probably did it like good man.
You
She
probably get it-
Made the shares pretty beast.
They didn't pay for it. I don't know how it works, but it's not like May was, or maybe everyone.
No, May paid for those.
Oh, so you think they all buy a share?
Yeah, so they all bought like the 3 dudes there.
Then
bought
it probably
one share.
the probably only way to do it is it gets appraised,
Yeah,
and then you just sell it for the value it's praised for.
yeah, and then divided by how many shares you want to sell it for.
Yeah, I don't really know too much about that. Like, how do you determine how many shares there are?
I think she might decide that. If she was like, okay,
I bought
the
10,000
price value
shares.
is at
How
$1
many
billion.
shares are there? I feel like you just bought all of Amazon. 10,000
Yeah.
shares?
no, there's billions.
Yeah,
probably.
so how do they... I just don't get the whole shares.
She was probably like, all right, I probably want to make about $1 billion off of that 49% of this. And
Yeah.
they're like, okay, well, $1 billion, if you want your like viewers to be able to buy this, we probably need to make it like...
to price the share out. So it's like, if you want a share to be worth $50, then you divide $1 billion by 50, and that's how many shares there are.
Right.
So
That's what I would imagine.
Yeah. So I guess it's
But I have
just-
no idea.
Yeah, me neither.
But that sounds right.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Let's go with that. I bet that's how it worked.
Anyway, so Danny Rojas comes back. At least, no, not Danny Rojas.
Zava?
Zava.
With the world's biggest avocado.
Yeah. And it had, so Zava doesn't really come back, and that was both, like, we were both wrong on that.
Yeah.
But he comes back in the form of T-shirts and an avocado.
Yeah.
And it led me to the question, like, what other fruits or vegetables would you want to see, like, giganticized, like the avocado?
I'd like a Pac-Man sized cherry.
I like a peach.
A
cherry would be
because
beast.
cherries are delicious.
Why'd you say Pac-Man size? Oh, because, like...
But they have cherries that they're like. I'm thinking
yeah.
of Wreck-It Ralph when he gets it from Pac-Man and he's got a giant cherry.
Okay. Cherries would be beast. Peaches would be beast.
Grapes are good.
Grapes would be beast. But
James
also,
and the giant peach.
one grape would be beast. If you saw like a vine of peaches
Grapes.
or grapes, it might be a little bit too much to handle.
That would be actually honestly super beast. Imagine if
Pineapple
you had
murder weapon?
a giant like what do you call a cluster of grapes? Just a cluster? Or does it
Cluster.
have a name?
Let's go with cluster.
Let's say you saw
Vine, grapevine.
but that's the whole vine. I'm talking about one little cluster that you get off the vine.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go with cluster of grapes. Imagine if you had that in your backyard right now. That would be sick.
Like the size of like a 6-foot tree.
I'm thinking a grape is this big.
What?
How big do you want?
Like that big?
That's still a huge grape.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm just eating a grape here, okay? Chill out.
I didn't even say anything. You said something.
What about if you had a swimming pool and you could fill it with anything? What would you want to fill it with?
You know, I don't want to be this guy.
Jello?
Water.
Oh my god.
I mean, like,
Oh
there's
my
nothing,
god.
There was nothing I would want in my swimming pool regularly besides like.
No, like for one go round.
Oh, okay.
You get to suck it out and put water back in it. And obviously water's the with a vacuum.
Just
Obviously
vacuuming
water
Jell-O.
is the correct choice. That's what's
Yeah.
been around.
Yeah,
for
I don't
years
want to
and
be that
years.
guy. I don't want to be lame.
I thought you were saying
You're
I don't
right.
want to be that guy, and because you're gonna say Jello, because I feel like everyone wants to jump into Jello and get stuck there like
Jello's probably the best answer.
I mean, jump in, just be like, wow. You know what always looks fun?
It's got to be a liquid.
Jello's not a liquid. You'll get stuck there and die.
It's gotta be.
I feel like you jump in a Jello. Do you think you would go all the way to the bottom, or you would get stuck in the middle?
You don't think you'd swim through Jello?
I think you'd. I don't know. I mean,
I think you'd obviously get all the way to the bottom.
But
I think you might go to the bottom harder.
I don't know if you got to the bottom.
No.
I don't know if you'd be able to get out
I
because
think
it's not
you'd
like
kick
water.
your feet off of the bottom.
But you'd have to jump.
Oh.
It would be
That would be
it
a
ain't
tough
like pushing
jump.
water. It's
Oh,
like,
see, now you're making it lame too in a different way.
I'm sorry, but you.
I'm not going to drown in Jello.
I think whatever you put in your
caramel. You're
would drown.
drowning in caramel.
Boy, would that be a fun
Yeah.
10 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, after I had about 2 mouthfuls of caramel, I'm already done with caramel.
And once you went in there and you were stuck in caramel, I don't even know how you could drown because you couldn't like breathe it into your lungs. It's
you
too
just be
thick.
like, huh?
I think it'd be more like putting a plastic bag on your head.
Yeah.
I mean, that caramel.
I don't know what I would want. Maybe like chicken noodle soup.
Shrimp cocktail.
Shrimp cocktail. That's just cocktail sauce.
Shrimp cocktail. The shrimp too.
Well, you can't put... That's not fair.
Why?
That's 2 ingredients.
You know what honestly would be fun? And these always look fun when people do them. I don't know what they're called. Like
Orbeez?
Orbeez.
Yeah.
Those look like a blast. Dude, I love putting my hand
Yeah,
into
we're always
them.
talking...
Or just beads. Beads are fun to put your hands into, like a big thing of
Like
beads.
marbles?
Marbles would be good, but you'd have to walk
Marbles
in. You don't want to
suck.
jump in.
Yeah.
But the Orbeez you could.
Yeah.
And your whole body covered in Orbeez. But I think they're like really poisonous, so you better not swallow
What's
them.
like the densest thing you could swim in?
Metal. Well, I was getting ready to answer before you said you could swim.
What did you think I was... Oh, what's the densest thing? Okay.
What's that one metal that we found?
Adamantium.
No, that's a fake metal, right?
Oh, yeah.
Mirrorite. So I don't know. There's this one metal that we looked up recently, and like a cube of it's like 10 pounds.
Oh, yeah. Somebody told us that. I wasn't listening.
Taylor.
Yeah, I was. I wasn't listening.
Yeah. Chicken noodle soup.
I just...
No, for the thickest thing you could swim in.
I just said chicken noodle soup like
For
20 seconds
thickest
ago.
thing you could swim in?
No, but that's not the thickest thing you could swim in.
What's
You
the-
could swim in peanut butter.
No. Do you know what swimming is? I'm not saying you might be able to crawl your way out. But you could not. You can't.
What's the difference between chicken noodle soup and water with a little shit in it?
I'm actually thinking of cream of chicken. It's thick.
Broccoli. Like broccoli soup. That's always
Broccoli
pretty thick.
cheddar.
Yeah, broccoli cheddar soup is pretty thick.
Oh, yeah, I'm thinking of something.
You'd swim in that.
Probably.
You know how expensive that pool would be?
You would be kicking for your life, dude.
Yeah. Nah, you'd swim through some broccoli ched.
What about sweet
French onion?
French onion? That's thinner
That's
than water.
a thick soup.
French onion.
That's a lot of onions.
Oh man, what about mashed potatoes? Do you think you can swim through that?
Oh, that's like snow.
If you have like a thin consistency one.
No, I think you're just
Mashed
mashing
potatoes
it down.
are like snow. What does that mean?
If you scattered mashed potatoes on a green field,
It would look just like snow.
told you. Now you get it.
All right, Orbeez is the correct answer.
Other
Taylor
small
must
things.
be listening live. She texts me tungsten. That's the heaviest metal.
Tungsten.
You're not swimming through that, Chief.
Yeah, I want to try to. Yeah, I see the message now.
Oh, she's
Another shout out to I'd like to see a giant kiwi. Get back on that.
Ooh, kiwi's delicious.
Kiwis are beasts, and a giant kiwi
Let's
would
go
be
with
fire.
your favorite fruits, tastiest.
Kiwi's up there.
Kiwi is one of the best tasting ones, but it's such a pain to eat.
They're such a pain. There's fruits that are a huge pain in the ass, but they're also just super delicious.
Probably
like mango.
Yeah, another big pain in the ass. Pineapple.
Also mad delicious. Pineapple, mad delicious, pain in the ass. But I've seen people cut pineapples where it's like, damn,
Yeah, I think
I
that.
didn't know you could do it like that.
Yeah.
Or like then you like
Kiwi,
pour it out.
The secret is to cut it in half, eat it with a spoon.
Yeah, easy.
That's how it's last.
Easy peas.
Now, best fruits as far as eating.
I've seen people roll a pineapple, and then they just pull out the like individual prongs, like little individual bites.
That's gotta be fake.
No, I'm sure it happened.
I've seen a lot of people do that kind of fake stuff on TikTok.
You saw it?
No, yeah, maybe.
Oh,
I don't think so.
okay.
But maybe.
Coconut. You know how much coconut water you get out of a giant coconut?
That'd be great. best fruits as far as taste and eating, I think I'd go peach up there very high.
Cherries are cool because they're not too tough, but
They got that pit.
it's like the sunflower seed of fruits.
Yeah.
Because I still like sunflower seeds.
Muscadines are like big grapes and they taste a little different and they're delicious, but they have some seeds.
Hella seeds, though.
Blackberries are really good.
Blackberries are fire. Raspberries, I think, are better than blackberries.
They're really good.
I love a sour blueberry.
Strawberries are kind of a little bit of a pain in the ass to eat. I think they're a little overrated.
No, it depends on how much of the green you want to eat.
The green?
Because, like, if you just grab the stem and then bite it off, it's not that big of a pain in the ass, and you just eat a little bit of green.
Oh, so you're okay with eating, like, the white zone?
Yeah, if you're okay with eating the white, it depends on how much you're willing to eat.
That's a great point. Yeah, if you are willing to eat a lot of the white,
if you just want to get rid of the leaves,
strawberries
and then
ain't
just
that
like,
bad.
and there's also the
you will
like,
eat a
spiky
smidge of
green
stem?
part.
You
the
will
spiky
eat
green
that?
part. Yeah, I'll eat that shit.
You will eat the spiky
part of the stem. I'll eat that shit.
Wow.
Easy.
I think if you cut up a strawberry into quarters and take that part off, one of the best fruits there are.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
There's like strawberries like from Japan that cost like $120 for like one white strawberry.
I've seen some of those white ones. Do you think no way they taste
They're
good.
not that. They can't.
They can't taste good.
They can't be.
They aren't sweet looking.
That's gotta be somebody that's just got like too much money to spend.
Mm-hmm. But
you don't even know.
For the team to say goodbye to Ted, they sing him a song from The Sound of Music. Have you seen that musical?
No.
It's an old musical. It slaps.
Really?
Big time watch.
Is it on it?
I don't think so.
Okay, good.
You should watch it, though.
Nah.
You would like this one more than the last one, I think.
Really?
Sound of Music is a banger. Yeah.
Better than Singing in the Rain?
I might.
What would you rate it?
Right around there, Singing in the Rain. They're really close. Probably like a high 7. I gave Singing in the Rain like a 7.8, I think.
Okay. Well, we gave Singing in the Rain an 8.1 or something.
Yeah, but I personally.
Yeah, but so you're saying that
my rating means more? No, I'm saying. I mean,
thought we were a team.
We are a team. I think we actually are a great team because I think our ratings.
I know
slap.
they always balance out. Perfect.
I'm like, you know what?
I might have voted that a little too low.
I might have been harsh on that, but Zach, he was a little.
You
easy.
voted him super high, in my opinion.
Which one?
Him.
What'd I vote it?
Something in like the 7.6.
Whoa, that high?
And I did like 5.0, and then we like bumped it down to like whatever it was. Like
okay,
6.4.
I screwed that one up, but I think it ended up.
Whoa, that high.
I would never watch that movie again in a million years.
No, not
but I don't think it was.
And then you douche Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Oh my god, dude.
You've been off the rails.
I gave
recently,
it an 8.7. You wanted to give it a 9.9.
No.
You
I wanted
said
to give it a
I
9.4.
I know. And thank God
and
you
I
didn't.
voted 9.3 to average it at 9.0.
That's a great rating for that.
That's fine.
No,
it's fine.
I honestly think that looking back on it, recency bias taken away, I think the first one's probably better than the third one.
No.
I think so.
I like your opinion, but it's wrong.
The first one was very unique. No. This one was about an otter with metal arms.
Okay, well, if you describe it like that. About some weird guy.
8.7 was a great rating for that. I stick by that. I would have been fine if it ended up there.
Whatever.
Trent's writing that book.
Yeah, and it's called The Lasso Way, and Ted's like, "Hey man, great book. The only qualm I have is like
the name.
It was never about me." That almost made me tear up.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
he's
just
a
an
great
emotional
guy.
fluff.
Yeah, I just wish that was more sad.
I was as sad as I needed to be during this episode.
I just think that the team...
Maybe you're just calloused.
The team gave him no good goodbye. They sang him a song, and we're like, toodaloo.
That shit was lame.
I thought the song was
didn't make me sad.
Funny or whatever.
Good morning. No, it's not.
I thought it was a...
Bonjour, farewell.
I do to you and you and
yeah.
you.
Isaac had a pretty nice singing voice.
Yeah, he slapped. Who was the other one up there with him?
Sam, I think.
Anyways, that's from The Sound of Music. And that movie rocks.
It does?
Taylor got me on it. Yeah.
Damn, son.
It rocks.
Riggs.
Whoa.
Chill the fuck out. Oh.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Sorry. But the office dog was jumping on the thing.
There's no excuse.
I'm trying to look up The Sound of Music to see what it got. And there's this new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles coming out. It looks kind of sick.
Oh, that's with like Seth Rogen.
It looks kind of like the Spider-Verse animation. I think it's gonna slap. So, mark that down. John Knight on this date said Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is gonna slap.
Do you know anything about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
I think that they might have been made from the guy.
Can you name all 4 of them?
Oh yeah, that's easy.
Go.
Michelangelo, Raphael, Leonardo, and Michelangelo, Raphael, Leonardo. Do you know the last one I'm missing?
You know what's funny? I had the other 2 in my head.
Now
and
you
then
don't?
you said the other 2 that I didn't know, and now I can't remember.
Leonardo and Michelangelo are the 2 easiest. Raphael, and the other one's an artist too, but I can't think of it. Donatello.
Michelangelo,
Donatello.
I was about to call him like, what was the L guy's name?
Leonardo? You're going to call him Da Vinci?
I was going to call him like, no. I don't know what I was going to call him. It was wrong.
I think that the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles...
You did better than me.
Yeah. What?
Do you even know the names?
Oh, you were dogging me. Oh, I didn't realize you were trying to talk shit to me.
I wasn't trying to talk
It sounds like you were.
No.
Anyways, I think the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were made by the guy in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That's
James
why...
Gunn.
No, the bad guy. There's even a scene when he makes a turtle. Are the Teenage Mutant...
No.
Yeah.
They're not Marvel. If anything, they're DC.
No, they aren't DC. If anything, they're Marvel.
No, they're DC. I think Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is like guaranteed DC.
Guaranteed.
And the turtle they made was disgusting.
He
It
was a
didn't look
Teenage Mutant
anything
Ninja
like-
Turtle.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is DC.
No.
Look it up.
I'm trying. So hush. Anyways, Sound of Music got an 8.1. So
Yeah, that's fair.
the other one got an 8.3. You haven't seen it. How do you know it's
I
fair?
agree with that.
Okay, I don't know how to search this, but anyways, I think it's probably Marvel.
It's not. Regardless, it's not Marvel, and I think I had a point to make on this, but I forgot.
About the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I brought them up.
No, it wasn't about that. But I forgot what the point was, so we might as well move on.
Okay. I can't find that quick enough.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were in like a movie with like the frickin' like Teen Titans, who are DC.
Well,
They're DC. I just looked it up.
it looks like they're neither.
I see them hanging out with Batman on this comic page.
I bet I could look up, hey, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles hanging out with Spider-Man.
Probably.
You are just ridiculous, dog.
I don't think you get it.
Oh, man.
I know more than you about
You don't even
that
get
stuff.
it. That guy made the Turtles.
Yeah, someone from DC.
Dude, if I was DC, I'd be suing their ass right now. That guy made a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle in the movie.
That dude looked more like
He looked just like him.
He looked like a live action version of the freaking turtle from Kung Fu Panda. He looked way more humanoid.
Oh my God. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are mutants.
Yeah, but they don't look like him.
And ninjas, they are humanoids.
They ate pizza to look that way.
Hey, pepperoni pizza. How? Pizzagate. Teenage Mutant
No.
Ninja Turtles. Are you saying that?
No.
All right.
Pizza's still cool. Don't go into Pizzagate.
So.
Zero's going by Zero.
Yeah. Jamie sprays cologne to go talk to Killian. Like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Here goes the start of it.
Oh, that was beast because Roy was like, "Hey man, so me and Keely are kind of like talking again, so you might as well like back the hell off." And Jamie's like,
Nah.
"Nah."
And they were being boys too. Roy said, "You want to go get a beer?" They did Nux. Nate was like, "That's cool."
Yeah.
And then he was like,
What are you guys best friends now?
He was like, "What do y'all? Yeah, you guys are. Hey, just so you know, I don't want Keely to come in between us, so you might as well back off." No, I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, he's like, because we're kind of like talking again.
Yeah.
And he was like, no.
Then they go to Keely's and they get a fight, and then they ask her.
They're like, listen, so we got in a fight about who was gonna have you,
Yeah.
and we were just thinking like, we'll just let you pick which one you can have. And she's like,
Oh, I get to choose.
that's absurd.
Yeah, not gonna work.
Yeah, the way they went about that, I was like, oh, that's not gonna end well.
He said, Jamie goes, now, and then he goes, it's been a year, dude. And he goes, it's been a month. When he said it's been a year, I was like, damn, has it been a year?
It was been a year since they broke up, because Jamie was thinking that's the last time they banged, but then Roy and Keely just hooked up like the last episode. So it was a month since they hooked up the last episode.
Oh, wow. And then...
So they were both right. Like, Jamie was like, bro, you guys broke up a year ago. Correct. And then Roy was like, no.
Then Roy asked to be a diamond dog.
Oh, yeah. That was a huge moment.
That was all time.
And then he started barking and stuff.
He did one thing that was hilarious.
It was like, Nate was like, I have a girlfriend now. And then he was like...
Everyone was like oh, and he's like, oh.
Yeah.
The way
everything Roy did with that was pretty funny.
That was funny.
They let Isaac do the penalty shot in the game,
which was so just stupid.
Yeah,
you would never do that.
Trying to show how much they came together as a team.
Yeah, and he looked like he
piss rockets.
Yeah, that would just never happen.
Straight through the net. There's no way he's breaking the net.
If he had missed it too, I would have been like, "Oh my god,
you guys screwed
you
yourself.
guys are so stupid."
Yeah,
I mean, they almost won the whole thing.
They did.
Once I saw
they
that,
would have won anyways.
Once I saw Ted was playing that curly-headed guy that was the original coach, and now he's the coach of Rupert's team.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there is no way he loses to this guy.
Yeah,
the guy was shit talking Ted the whole 3 seasons long.
Right.
And I was
they kind of even had like a moment. Like Ted's almost even like too big of a puss.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I don't care what you did to me. I forgive you. But he should have like. I don't know. I even felt bad for like Rupert.
Man, me too.
Yeah, they were like.
He
was going too far south too fast.
He's gotten Me Too'd. He's gonna lose everything.
He got Me Too'd.
He lost
and then
this game.
Embarrassed himself in front of like millions of people.
Gets called a wanka.
Pushes this dude over. Everybody's like,
Sassy
yo.
Smurf absolutely tells him off.
Oh yeah, she's like, oh, I hope you're doing good, because you're the worst MFer I've ever met in my whole entire life.
Yeah.
How are your wives and your mistresses? I don't remember what she compares them to. She's like,
you've almost lost as many soccer teams as you have wives.
Or mistresses.
Yeah.
Or yada yada.
Yeah. Rebecca originally tells Ted if he leaves, she's leaving.
Yeah, and then she sold out on that. But
yeah.
I mean, that was dumb.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what, are you in love with me?
And then Danny finally...
When she said that, I thought she was going to move to Kansas with Ted. And
yeah.
I was like, oh. And at some point,
I was like, they should start a soccer team over there.
Yeah. And I was also like, I'm kind of fine with Ted and Rebecca getting together at this point.
They should have started a soccer team that didn't compete in like the American soccer team. It was one that traveled to there.
That'd be sick.
Like a beast one here. One
of the Champions League. Can't have a holiday, bro. Like, your kid could have gone over there every summer.
Yeah.
You don't got to see your kids all the time.
I think you start to miss your kid. His kid was gone all the time.
That kid should have never left like a little bit of a chotch.
He should have never left his kid, but after it worked out, he should have flew his family in and said, you know what? Screw you. I'm going. My son's coming with me because I'm the man.
Oh, you think they should have taken it to court? Been like, oh, I get full custody.
No, I mean, Ted would never do that, but he should have called the shots. I mean, he could make $25 million.
How much do you think he was making?
And he was having a blast.
$500,000? He didn't seem like he was making too much.
He can't be making the bare minimum.
And he was making like rubles or whatever the hell they make over there.
More money than we make here.
Oh, yeah?
One of theirs is 1.25 of ours. Looked it up today.
Shit.
Because they were talking money, and I was like, I wonder how much that is.
I should transfer all my money to... That's how it works.
Yeah. I'll make one.
Wait, why do I have less now?
So Danny gives Van Damme, at the time, a mask, and he changes his name to Zorro.
I love how everybody was okay with that.
I called that.
Yeah.
I said if he had a black mask, he could go back to Zorro.
Oh, you called that?
I called that.
Okay.
Check tape.
I'm not.
Believe me. Anyways, yeah, finally he goes back to Zorro, and I like
but
that.
It's not even like
about time. That's what the guy said.
Yeah, but it's not even Zorro. Like at first he's like Zorro,
and now it's just Zorro.
Zorro. Which is better.
It's about time.
But also, I mean, grow the hell up. Go by the name that you were given at birth, and shut the hell up about it. The funny thing is how okay everybody was with giving
just calling
him
it whatever.
Name. They're like, oh, so he's going by Van Damme now? Got it.
Yeah. Oh,
never
Van
made a
Damme
mistake
with the catch.
once.
Yeah, they never messed it up.
And he started going crazy as Van Damme. I mean, this dude was nonstop blocks.
They were down 2-0.
I know, but he stopped the first one.
They give a good video montage, and the team comes out crying.
That was super funny.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh yeah, they're like, Coach Beard was like, "Oh God,
this is a huge mistake." And then Roy's crying. He's like, "I couldn't disagree more."
yeah. Ted Lasso's like, "Nah, Coach, you know what? I think you made the right decision." And then Roy's like, "I can't agree more."
Yeah, that's good.
But Danny Rojas at the end of the line when they're all crying, he cracked me up the most.
What was he doing?
He had a funny cry.
What did it look like?
I don't know.
It looked like that?
Kinda.
Then they're down 0-2 at halftime, and Ted gives them I'm gonna love and miss you guys speech. And
they all pull out the believe.
They all pull out the believe sign because Ted was going back there to look at it.
He's like, "You guys gotta just believe in yourselves, work as a team, and he points at where the believe sign would be, and he's like, and work together."
They also pull back too many things. Like, I'm like, am I supposed to know that guy? The guy got hit in the face with his.
I remember him.
Who is he?
He was like, I don't really remember him.
Yeah.
But he was at like the pub with May, across from Ted Lasso, and it was like maybe like the dude.
Did Rebecca go on a date with him?
Yeah, maybe Rebecca was dating him, and then he was engaged, some shit like that. And then like the gay dude was like, I have a ticket for Willem Dafoe. Yeah. And then he gets a ticket. I'm like, who the hell is this guy? Am I supposed to know him? Yeah. And I didn't know him until
they do a lot of that.
He kissed Colin at the end.
Like, yeah, did you notice when he's like, and that's number 4, talking about the belief thing?
Yeah.
And that was all the way back to episode whatever when they're talking about like the triangle offense, and he's like,
I had no idea what that was.
I know.
Oh, that was the number 4.
That was number 4.
Oh, okay. Well, they were doing a lot of stuff like that.
They do a ton of callbacks. I'm like, man, I kind of forgot about that.
They were doing a ton of callbacks, but like, I kind of liked it for the most part.
You didn't even notice that one.
No, I didn't notice that one. I was like, what the hell? I thought like, I don't know what he was saying with that, but I thought when like they showed the believe side on the ground, it was going to be spelled like
bad.
B-I-E.
When Ted was looking at it, I thought he was going to say close enough.
Yeah, like something like that. Like, yeah, that's good. But I thought they were going to like mix up like the E and the I or some shit like that, which I thought would have been really funny. But
at halftime, I thought that Ted was going to call on Nate to break it down.
Huh?
Because Nate's back there like crying and looking
He's
sad.
Always
I'm like,
super emotional.
Why isn't he gonna? He should be like, Nate, break it down.
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna do one of those, but he didn't.
It's tough.
But
anyways, they win.
Yeah, the guy Rupert was like, take out Tart, and I was like, oh god, here comes that season.
I said they're about to Karate Kid. Yeah. They're about to Karate Kid Tart right now.
Oh, and then at the very end, towards the end, they score a goal. And Ted's like laughing about it, and they're like, "What are you laughing about?" And he goes,
"He's offsides."
He's offsides.
Yeah, and he won the bet. That was another
callback. And what bet was that?
Like I don't remember, but I know it was like.
If you ever learn what offsides
what's offsides? Yeah, it was like on the airplane to Richmond. Very first episode.
That many callbacks.
First 10 minutes.
They needed a better recap then if they were going to call back all this stuff.
I think it was just for the fans because the whole thing was just callbacks because like. Keely goes into the locker room and she goes, "Oh, I hope you boys are all decent." And then she's like, "Oh man,
maybe." Yeah, she said that before for sure.
Yeah, she said that first episode.
Wow.
When she was a little bit thicker and hotter.
Oh, you thought she was better looking?
I don't know. She's way too skinny now.
Is she?
I think she's. I mean, be whatever weight you want. Who am I to say anything? Yeah. I'm way too fat.
Okay, and then another callback. Another one I don't know what this means exactly. Now, I remember the callback to Nate's play. I remember that play, pass me the ball. And Jamie, he was a little bit butthurt about that play at first. Didn't want to do the little pass me the ball. But this time, Jamie's the best character in the whole show. So he does the pass me the ball. But what were they doing with Nate and holding the trophy? They're like, hold this beer, an Oscar.
That was his, that was like they were giving him an Oscar for like, they were giving Jamie the Oscar for like biggest like reactions.
Sell it.
Come on. That was the whole thing. That was the second I realized when he's selling like I want the ball.
Yeah.
So he sold that.
He's giving a performance.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they were doing the Oscar. And
do you remember what but like we don't know what the play was called. Right?
No.
I bet you think it was called like something.
No, but even like the 3 guys that are at like Maze.
Yeah.
He even gives one like the one that talked the most, the little white dude in the middle.
Yeah.
He's like, Jamie Todd, you effing legend.
Yeah.
That was a callback.
How was that a callback?
He says the exact same thing in season 1.
Are you serious?
Positive.
Wow, they just took season 1 and turned it into an episode.
But they made it better because everybody was better.
Yeah, they're all nice.
Yeah.
And then and then another callback. Ted does the dance.
Oh yeah, that was season 1, episode 1. There was
probably 50 callbacks.
They just mirrored the freaking episode.
Yeah.
But I loved it.
Yeah.
I did like this episode.
That was a good episode. It actually made the score for the season go up for me.
But anyways, the whole entire time during this episode, they're like, the game starts and like the therapist who's married to Ted's ex-wife or girlfriend, boyfriend. He's like, "Oh man, so what? We get to sit around for 2 hours and just see the game be 0-0." And they're both like not
annoyed
entertained.
at him. Yeah.
And then like he's like looking at his phone, and then the game gets intense, and he's still just like he's like off at the bar looking at his phone, like he's not. That's when I was like, okay, well Ted gets back with his wife.
Yeah, maybe they did.
Yeah.
But to be fair, if you're watching your girl's ex-husband,
that's fair,
and you're not gonna be like, oh, I really hope
Come on,
this guy
Ted.
wins. Yeah, you might. If you're doing that, you're honestly putting on too much of a show.
I think
probably
you're rooting for Richmond, but not that much.
I think you're rooting against them in your head.
In your head, but you gotta put on a show for like.
I think you're putting on too much of a show.
At least for the kid.
Yeah. I mean, the kid seems to hate you because you don't like soccer. You probably just need to like soccer for the kid to like you.
Oh, that was a pretty good.
Yeah. Wow.
Kick.
What was that called? Just act interested. But yeah, you definitely don't want him to win. The kid can be sad afterwards.
It's so rude for.
Beard State, so they win, but they lose the whole thing because I guess Man City won by more goals or something.
No idea how that works.
And Ted leaves. Rebecca meets him at the airport. They cry. They say thank you. She kept the team. He saw the article. And then Beard's on the airplane, and Ted's like, "Beard, are we crazy?" And he goes, "Ted, I'm staying."
He goes, "Ted." He looks like he's been crying for like ages.
Yeah.
He's like, "Listen, man, I need to stay here."
What about your luggage?
I know how to tell you. And he said, "It's filled with rice. I haven't eaten in 3 days."
I haven't slept in 3 days.
Yeah.
But so I guess he just
worth of rice.
Yeah. So he's like, I don't know if they'll let you off, and then Beard fakes appendicitis.
Yeah. Good call. I would have said bomb, which is definitely a worse.
Oh yeah, just fake hey, you don't have to fake it. If you fake it in the sky, they're gonna be like, "Is there a doctor on the airplane?" If you fake it at the tarmac, they're not gonna not let you off.
Yeah, get them off.
Yeah, get them off.
Yeah, that was smart.
Yeah,
and appendicitis is just like
just enough.
Yeah, it was the perfect one.
Yeah, it's just enough. Beard stays with Jane. Rebecca leaves the airport where she bought a first-class ticket to say goodbye to Ted, and she said force of habit. She should have at least bought a first-class ticket and given it to Ted.
He had one.
Was that first class?
Are you kidding me? Did you see where he was sitting?
Sure, it looked crisp.
Yeah, it looked crisp.
I don't know if that was just like a long flight.
They had their own TV. They had leg room.
They were facing opposite directions.
That shit was crisp.
They should always do that.
Well, honestly, like, I don't know how it works with airlines, but like, if you're like, hey, I bought this first class ticket 30 minutes ago, can I just return it? I'm not going anymore.
That ain't gonna work.
Really?
I think airlines are like no return policy.
That's insane.
Probably especially at the end. You have to buy like stuff to make sure you can return it.
Yeah.
You know, you just like pay $50 extra if you want to return your ticket.
That's insane.
And you just gotta be like, nah, I'm paying $50.
Nah, I ain't doing that.
So then Rebecca leaves and she runs into the pilot sex guy.
Yeah.
With his daughter.
And he apparently never turns on the TV.
He should have been smoking a cigarette and lit it with a green matchbook.
I didn't even know he was a freaking... Oh, that would have been good.
Something like that.
But I didn't even know he was a freaking pilot.
Yeah, me neither.
I thought he was a freaking hobo that lived at sea.
But he owned a sweet boat, so you gotta do something cool.
Yeah.
That guy seemed like just a cool guy. I mean,
he seemed like a cool cat.
He could drink like Dos Equis and be on the cover. You know,
he could
lives on a cool boat. He's
a fifth
pilot.
of whiskey and act like it didn't even affect him type of guy.
He seems...
We don't gotta do this.
He seems like a guy who snowboards.
Yeah.
You know?
He seems like a guy that's good at everything.
Yeah.
You know? Like, he grabs a tennis paddle and he's paddling.
He seems like a guy that knows a lot about everything, but you don't even know how. Like, where did you have the time to learn all that stuff, guy?
Yeah, true. It's like, hey, man, I gotta fix up my cabinet. And he's like, oh, all you need is a little glue adhesive and a couple of screws and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, definitely knows about cabinets, definitely knows about cars, just from watching his dad
He probably
grow
fixed
up
up his own boat.
The boat was probably made by him.
Yeah.
The guy's just a cool guy.
Not the whole time.
The guy's just a cool guy.
He's beast.
Where'd you have the time to do this guy?
He's the type of guy that deserves a girl like Rebecca.
Yeah, and she deserves a guy like him.
Yeah.
What are you doing over there?
I was bleeding.
Well, stop it. So, Keely gives him a snow globe. Call back to the snow globe.
You bleed every day. That wasn't much of a callback. That was
callback 2 episodes ago.
Yeah. But it made me think that, like, you know what? A snow globe would be a pretty beast gift to give, like, if you had been somewhere long enough. Like, if you're like, oh, I visited.
Oh,
Egypt.
yeah. I mean,
snow globe.
Yeah, you should have, like, a whole slew of snow globes in here.
Why? I've never visited any of those places.
You should just do ones that you visited for a little bit. Like,
Canton, Georgia.
Here's a Florida snow globe. Panama City.
Oh, I went to Alabama that one time.
Why do you have a snow globe for Florida? So Roy is the new manager, which should have been Nate.
Makes sense.
Does make sense.
Roy is a good assistant coach. He is not a manager.
Yeah, Nate.
And maybe they'll realize
Nate's
that
the one
later.
who calls all the plays.
Yeah.
And so Nate looks like he's having a ball with his family and girlfriend, though.
That's good. He's
an
just
assistant
content
coach
now, which, like, is very nice.
Now, it could end and be fine. Maybe they don't know what they're going to do because everybody has a happy ending. I mean, I'm writing it down. Jamie's talking with his dad at rehab.
Yeah.
Sam's on the Nigerian team. Yeah. Nate's having a ball.
Danny Rojas has a polygamous relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They named Trent writes his book, names it the Richmond Way. It's super nice to Ted and all of his boys.
Yeah.
Beard stays on team, and Beard gets married, and Ted's not even there.
Oh, I would have expected him to be there for sure, especially because it's not like they were actually there.
Yeah, it's not like they got married immediately either.
Yeah, just stay on freaking set for another day, Jason Susuckis.
I can't believe they weren't like, oh yeah, Ted came back. For his best friends.
I'm starting to think it's Jason Suckass because like this dude's starting to piss me off.
I think it might. Any of the problems with this season.
I hate when celebrities do this. If you commit to a role, especially someone that's like in a comic book.
Yeah.
Like let's say Robert Downey Jr. Even though I'm fine with him not being Iron Man, I
think we should normalize recasting people. Pay them less money.
That's fine.
And just like. Next season,
I wouldn't even care.
Jason Bateman was Ted Lasso.
Yeah,
and if you could just do that with like Spider-Man characters,
I want Bill Hader to be Ted Lasso.
He would have been a good one.
Yeah,
I've started watching Barry. He's great.
He's great. He's a great actor and he's hilarious.
Yeah, like just normalize him. Pay him very limited money. Don't pay these guys millions of dollars. Give them
the same.
You don't have to.
It's like season 1 you get this, season 2 you get double, season 3 you get this, and then
if you stick around, you get paid.
Hey, Bill Hader. Season 1 you get this, season 2 you get double, season 3 you get this.
I think it'd be awesome if we just normalize.
I wouldn't even care.
Yeah,
I would not care.
People get annoyed when like one person changes here and there, and you're like, this is kind of annoying. But if it was just happened all the time, like, yeah, this guy was acting like a prick, so we actually just recast them. I would be like, wow,
yeah, makes sense.
I love that.
I would love if like the studio is like, you know what, this guy was acting like a real prima donna millionaire.
Because after you're stuck with him, you're stuck with him. If Jason Sudeikis is acting like a charge season 2, you're
you're fired.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
And you're fired. I don't know, 3. But I think that this season...
He seems like a really good guy, but I don't know.
He's a good guy, but I don't know. I don't know. If he was a charge, it'd be great to just fire him and trim the fat.
Cut the shit.
And someone else could do it. I mean, he set a great foundation. Season 1, he slapped. Season 2... His heart wasn't there.
That would be so funny.
There is no way if they have another season of Ted Lasso that it wasn't all Jason Sudeikis. The show's name is Ted Lasso.
They're not going to call it Ted Lasso.
I know, but I'm saying there's no way that he was like...
It was his fault.
It was his fault.
Yeah.
Like, if the show goes on,
it's not like Danny Rojas was like, you know what, season 3 is my last episode, and they were like, you know what, let's call it there.
Yeah.
Danny Rojas doesn't want to be in the show anymore.
I think what had to have happened, if the show ends, or even if it's... Regardless, I think Jason Sudeikis wanted to be done.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's the only one that was really like... I mean, Rebecca had Game of Thrones, but a small role. He's the only one that, like...
He can do other things. He's famous. He can pop off.
He's extremely more famous than everybody else in this television series.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else was famous before this.
I think they probably, like...
Now, Roy Kent's about to have a good career. He's about to go be Hercules. He's also the writer, so I think he's probably a really talented guy.
Yeah.
I actually don't think that Jamie would have a very good career. No
really?
offense. I just don't think...
I thought he'd do good.
I mean, he was good, but I don't think
I
there's
can't
many
think of
parts
anybody
for him.
besides Roy Kent that would be a good. But I didn't even think he would be good as Hercules.
I don't think a lot of the team would be like are gonna go many places besides this. I mean,
Yeah,
I hate to say
tough.
it. I wish Jamie. He seems like a likable guy.
Danny Rojas might do something.
Roy and Jamie are like best friends in real life.
Really?
I saw an interview of them, and Roy's like, I can hardly do any scenes with this guy. He just makes me laugh so hard.
Really?
So Jamie
That's
seems like a
great.
cool guy. I hope he does.
I hope he makes it.
But I just couldn't imagine many roles where he would be great besides something like
He
this.
could be doing something overseas that we don't even care about, but he's still making a lot of money.
Yeah.
But oh well, I don't care. At the end of the game, they're about to score, and like they do the Oscar-winning play,
Yeah.
and then Sam Obisanya is kicking in the final goal, and Ted Lasso says barbecue sauce.
Yeah, that's
That was
nice.
beast.
Barbecue
Yeah.
sauce. And then at the very end, the new coaches, they take the locker room and they hang the ripped up Believe sign.
Yeah, fire.
Also nice. And then at the very, very end, Ted's at home coaching his kids' team, and he looks happy.
Yeah, lame ending.
Yeah. You want to, all right, time to rate it.
All right, sure.
Let's start with
this
season. Yeah, start with season 3.
All right.
All right, ready?
1, 2, 3,
7.8.
8.0.
Hey, that's 7.9.
7.9. I like that.
All right, season 3 is a 7.9. Now, do you have one for season 2?
Do you just want? I did like the mean of all 3,
Oh,
but I did all 3.
Come up with a season 2 one. Real
I already
quick.
have it.
All right, ready? Let's do season 2.
All right.
Ready?
1, 2, 3, 7.1.
All right, 6, 1. That's 7.35.
Yeah.
I can live with 7.4.
7.4. Quit.
7.4.
Season 1.
Season 1. Ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 9.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, I thought it was one of the best shows.
I know, and
that's
I
what
should've-
kept me around.
Yeah.
So, do you want to go?
What's your mean?
Do you want to go season 1 being a 9.2 or a 9.3?
9.3.
Okay.
I like it. I would have done a
I
little bit.
was
I
going-
never expected you to do that.
I thought I started lower.
I think it's better than The Last of Us season 1.
I started lower, like 9.3, I think, and then I was like, no, that show was fantastic. The
It
first
was
season was
great.
perfect. It was a perfect show.
Like I told everybody to watch that freaking episode.
All right.
9.3 is good with me.
Now for the total.
All right, hold up.
Well, my mean has 2 decimals.
Well, this is my mean, so
I just did the
all
mean.
three.
I just
All
did
right,
the mean.
Ready?
All right. Are you gonna do just 1 decimal?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready?
1, 2, 3, 8.1.
Wow.
Hey!
Wow.
We got there just a different way.
I think 8.2 is good.
I like that.
Whole thing. And because I was like, dude, it doesn't deserve to be in the 7s because the first season was so good. But the other 2 were not in the 8s, in my opinion. They were just not. Like, there was
The other
good
2s
parts.
were like I said 8.0 for season 3. I think it just like cusped it. They ended it pretty well. I was okay with how they ended it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what you said an 8.0?
Yeah. 8.0 on the dot.
And I said 7.9. So, I
Yeah.
mean, we were... Or no. I said 7.8.
7.8.
So we started at 7.9.
Yeah.
That's real. I think that's good.
All right, so let's wrap this up with so at some point in the episode they're talking about like Roy comes to the Diamond Dogs to do like
He's saying like, how do you change? I've been trying so hard these last few years. I can't change. And
they're like,
Beard
listen,
says,
bud,
nothing's
nobody's
perfect. Nothing's perfect. Perfect
except
boring.
for
Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah,
And then they're
so-
like Jaws. And
Right.
then they go off on a tangent of things that
Do you have movies?
I think I threw something in there of the sort.
Okay.
So we're just gonna talk about things that are perfect.
Yeah, I have like random shit though.
Okay. You go first.
All right, The Dark Knight.
Ah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Bacon.
Bacon? Oh, that is perfect.
Yeah.
Depends on how you cook it. I like my bacon a little bit crunchier.
I like it a little crispy, but yeah, mostly crispy.
A cup of coffee after you've been drinking.
I just have coffee on there, but hey,
Coffee after you've been drinking is better.
like
Like if you wake up
same
hungover
night
and
or
you're
the
like-
next morning?
No, the next morning.
I think a cup of coffee is perfect at all times. I
Yeah,
mean, waking
it's
up for
I haven't drank coffee in like a month.
wow, you're missing out.
I know it.
You
tastes
just drank it this
I mean,
weekend.
like, but I don't buy my own coffee.
Okay.
So, but I had it.
You
I
just
don't
mooch.
I'm not like yeah.
I don't
I'm
buy
not
my own
selling
coffee.
off coffee.
Trust me, I still drink it though.
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings, perfect in my opinion.
Okay.
All 3 of those movies are on the top 100. And they're high. Minecraft
Yeah.
is perfect.
Minecraft is a perfect game.
Okay, then I didn't write this down, but I will say it. Fortnite beginning.
Fortnite season 1 through 3, perfect.
Yeah, Fortnite season 1 through 3. Perfect.
It was maybe like season 3 through 5. I don't know when we joined.
Whenever Fortnite was really popping off at the beginning, that's when it slapped.
The heater when you're laying down in the back of your parents' car when you're trying to take a nap.
Wow, that just sent me back. But like the back of the Yukon and the very back,
and I would stick my hand down by the
you'd
heater.
be like laying down on the ground, and I think like that got like almost, it seems, illegally
90
hot.
degrees.
Like it's like they
burn your skin.
They're like, we can't make them that hot anymore. But you would be laying down there like a damn dog on the ground, just being like, dude, this thing is putting me right to sleep.
It used to be my favorite thing of all time.
But I think we used to fight about it. And another thing that we used to do that reminds me of that is we would work together the summer after my senior year.
So who was gonna fall asleep driving first?
Yes, your summer going into junior year.
Yeah.
And we would work together, and I'd be like, all right, because we'd work really early. I'd be like, I will drive the way there.
You drive the way back.
And and you would
and
be
we
asleep. But man, mine was so much harder, I think.
I don't know, because I fell asleep at the wheel a couple of times.
I fell asleep at the wheel so many times. I tried everything.
Bro, I don't care. Get out of here.
You would be dead
as father, it's 5:30.
I could not stay awake. And some of those times I'd been drinking the night before.
Were blasting shit. It was like,
bro,
what was that song? Heads Will Roll.
Oh, we would be
Heads Will Roll. And it was like we were just blasting.
No, that's not true.
Hold it.
What happened would be you would be doing that stuff and
Heads Will Roll. And I'm like,
I'm in the morning like radio quiet, and I'm like, oh, let Zach sleep. And on the way back, you're like blasting Cold Air, singing Heads Will Roll.
Heads Will Roll.
I used to hold like a $20 bill out the window because I was like, if I fall asleep, I'll lose this $20.
I said, I don't care what you do. Make $10 an hour and get out of my house.
I used to just hold it out there, man. I definitely fell asleep at the wheel like several times.
I did too.
Like
it'd be like
times.
this though.
On the interstate, on the interstate, you'd be on the far left lane, like.
Yeah, he was also like, every time he told us where the job was, it got a little bit further every time.
Yeah, also you are like, just so much more tired as a kid, because like I could wake up whenever and make it work, like an hour and a half drive.
Now, and I'm super tired when I wake up, but by the time I get in the car, I'm just like, I'm driving.
Yeah. Like, back then, I would be like, 6 a.m., I gotta fall asleep.
Oh, jeez. And Jack's about to make sure Jack gets a good
He
night's
doesn't
sleep
drive.
before.
He's like 14.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
He's 15.
I think he's turning 15 in July.
Oh, jeez.
He came to the office today, Matt drove him there.
Yeah, I saw him at the office.
He helped me move, dude, this filing cabinet.
Was he helping? Every picture I saw, Jack was like...
No, I actually told him.
Like a ghost.
I actually told him, I said, Jack, I think you're going to have to pay your dad your first hour of work.
First picture I saw, it was like what I did back in the day, where it was like, you were the third person on the side, and he was just like, had his hands pressed against
To be fair, this thing was the heaviest thing I moved in my life.
Was it really?
It was a fireproof safe.
Try and move that sofa I have in the garage right now.
It's got to be...
Shit.
Dude...
Fireproof?
Fireproof. It was filled with this fire rock stuff, which is basically concrete. And this thing, it's like this thick, all the walls, even the front of the drawers, that thick.
Yeah.
I could not move it at all by myself, hardly. And so we took out all the drawers, which are all about
50 pounds.
At least 50 pounds a drawer.
Really?
Yes, 4 of those. So there's 200 pounds. Even when all the drawers were out, this thing was extremely heavy. And I asked Jack, I didn't realize it was this heavy until I really got a hold of it today. I asked Jack to bring in one of his friends over and they could do a little bit of work for me. And he said, sure. And his friend ended up dipping on him. But
what? Oh, like, didn't show up.
Yeah.
I thought his friend was like, nah, this isn't for me.
His friend ended up dipping on him. But I asked 2 14-year-old kids to move this 700-pound safe. It would have never happened. Right. So Matt ended up bringing them, and then we made it work.
Just you and Matt?
And a little bit of help from Jack.
Okay.
When I needed to direct him. But yeah, it was mostly me and Matt.
It was insane. Like when Mom used to help us moving back in the day.
Oh no, Mom was much worse than what Jack did.
God.
Mom would get in the way.
How can I help? How can I help? Move! Go inside.
Yeah. How can I help? How can I? Oh, you're backing into her.
You'd have a 2'4" you'd have a 2'4" wide piece of furniture.
Yeah.
And you'd be going through like a 2'6" door.
And you have to turn a little bit.
And Mom would be on the side.
Yeah.
And she's like scooting and she's getting crushed by the door frame and she's like, what am I doing? And I'm like, I don't know what you're doing.
That sweet lady.
What a sweetheart.
Just trying to help.
We said, please.
I was like, Mom, you
Stop.
got to go pack things.
Yeah, go pack boxes.
Yeah,
We'll carry them.
The lifting is for the gentleman. Oh, here's a perfect one. Fried calamari.
Fried calamari, perfect.
I mean, it's on
depends
every
on the place. Thai spice.
Yeah,
perfect.
but it's on every menu because you just know if you go somewhere, you can get fried calamari.
This is mainly just for me and obviously
One
for
piece?
other people. No, bats.
Bats?
Bats.
Bats. They're just perfect.
BATHS.
I got it. You love baths.
I love bats.
Oh, that's a good one. American football.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just a great sport.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Guys hitting each other,
concussions, dying early.
I didn't say the aftermath was perfect.
Tell the truth.
College football, especially.
Will Smith concussion.
Tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
Yeah.
All right, my last one is good job.
That makes me feel nice.
See? Hey, good job today.
Wow.
It really makes you feel good.
Wow, I had several left.
Okay, that was my last one.
Breaking Bad.
Perfect.
Interstellar.
Mom said, I don't want to watch Breaking Bad. It glorifies methamphetamine.
It does not do that, for one. The guy who sells...
Sure, did I try meth after I watched the show?
Yeah, I mean, you had
Definitely.
to. It was a disclaimer. You gotta try meth if you're gonna watch this show.
Hey, I watched Breaking Bad. I gotta try a little bit of meth.
It certainly doesn't glorify it. Both the guys, their lives are ruined.
And they both die.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure they make a bunch of money. One lives.
Yeah, sorry, Mom.
But the guy, he turns into a complete POS, and he was a nice family man. Interstellar, I think, is a perfect movie.
Yeah, you keep talking about
Pizza.
Mm.
Steak and potatoes.
Mm.
Chocolate chip cookies.
Mm.
Salted caramel.
Salted caramel.
Just anything with salted caramel, you're just
I
like...
salted ice cream.
Yeah,
I
salted
like
cookies.
salt on anything.
Salt and sweet just...
Grammy used to put salt on green apples. She would soak green apples in salt water. Best green apples I've ever had in my whole entire life.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never had that.
You never did that with Graham?
I
used to spend a lot more time with Graham when she lived in Brooks.
Yeah, I mean, I remember going over there. I don't remember having salted apples.
Yeah, we did that one time. And then she showed me how to roll out limes for like limeades because Dad used to love limeades.
Oh, yeah.
That's why the dude's cholesterol. That's why.
Oh, you put salt in them.
Yeah. Limeade. Or what's it called?
Salted.
No, it's not called salted anything. I thought it was called
lime sour.
Lime sour.
There's salt in them.
Yeah. Shitloads of salt.
But they're good.
Yeah. Oh, boy. I love salt.
I might bring those back.
I could put salt in my hand and just lick it up.
I love butter, and I could do that
today.
You use the butter thing?
I only have like a quarter thing of butter, but I put a quarter thing of butter in there.
Oh, you're going to love it.
Yeah, juice.
And Taylor was mentioning, she was like...
I think it's going to make me use butter more.
Oh, for sure, which is great.
Yeah.
That'll be great for you. And you make that good butter.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, you guys didn't even use the damn shit. I saw it in your refrigerator the other day.
We just didn't get around to it. I need to put that in my thing, and then I'll use it.
I should take it back.
Well, I mean, just because I haven't used it yet doesn't mean I'm not going to use it ever.
I didn't get any of it.
But you
I
could
gave
make
all of it to you guys.
Oh, well, that was silly. No, you took some. Yeah, you were like, you want some of that butter? And I said, yeah. And then you gave me a stick.
Because I was like, okay. Because we were going somewhere after we went to Caitlin's house. And I said, Caitlin, I'm either going to come back and get this butter or you can just have it. And she just took it.
Did she eat it?
So I never got it. I don't know. Hopefully.
Butter was good. But you could put that in there and then have that perfectly soft.
That'd be beast.
All right.
Oh, well.
Great sewed.
Great sewed.
Good job, Ted Lasso. Gave you
Good
a
job.
7.9 on the season and an 8.2 on the whole thing.
And that's Dallas.
Perfect rating. As always.
We always get there.
We were pretty close on all those, too. What you got, Chief? Movie night? Is that video delayed?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
I was like,
where am I?
I'm like, I'm not doing that. Wow.